These are the clowns of the play, the Gravediggers. These immensely funny and vulgar and witty players who deal with death but are utterly unfazed by it. They have a humor and bluntness about it. They're not romantic about it at all. And they're very interesting because they parody kind of theological debates and discussions. And here it begins with a debate about whether she should, but that this girl should be, Ophelia should be given a burial or not. And the debate is very real. And the way they play with logic and words is really very fun and comical. And when performed on stage, there's a lot of jokes and fun that can be had here. It's truly a good way to break up the play. Is she to be buried in Christian burial that willfully seeks her own salvation? So if you suicide, do you get to be buried in a Christian way? I tell you that she is, and therefore make her grave straight. The coroner hath sat on her, and finds it Christian burial. How can that be, unless she drowned herself in her own defense? What? 'Tis found so. It must be se offendendo. This is a mockery of Latin kind of formality. It cannot be else. For here lies the point. If I drown myself wittingly, it argues an act. An act hath three branches to it. It's to act, to do, and to perform. Ergal, which is ergo, again, mockery. She drowned herself wittingly. She knew what she was doing, so she shouldn't be buried here. No, but here you got, good man, deliver. Give me leave. Here lies the water. Good. Here stands the man. Good. If the man goes to the water and drown himself, it is willy-nilly. He goes, mark you that. But if the water comes to him and drown him, he drowns not himself. Ergal, he is not guilty of his own death, shortens not his own life. So this is logic. But there's a truth to it there too. So did she go to water or water to her? It doesn't matter to us, no, but to these folk it does. Is this law? Yeah, it's corners, crowners, quest law crowners, corners or crowners. They're missing it and they're getting it at the same time, which is, there's a big debate about whether you get to a Christian burial or not. Shifting topics, they start talking about the act of grave digging, and they have some riddles. What is he that builds stronger than either the mason, the shipwright, or the builder? These riddles, wit, play, again, another way of playing. The gallows maker, for that frame outlives 1,000 tenants. So someone who builds where people get hanged. I like thy wit well. In good faith, the gallows, yep, that was a good answer. But how does it do well? It does well to those who do in ill, I think is what it is, ill. Now thou dost ill to say the gallows is built stronger than the church. Ergal, ergo, is what the gallows may do well in thee. To it again, come. Swirling logic, words play. Who builds stronger than a mason, a shipwright, or a carpenter? Tell me that and unyoke. Just let me know. Just tell me. Mary, now I can tell. I cannot tell. Okay, don't fight your brains anymore. Or beat yourself up anymore. When next you're asked this, say a grave maker. Because his houses last till the end of days. So the grave maker, death is permanent. They build houses that don't erode. They build the only houses that don't erode are those made by death. And there is a joking tone, and there's fun and humor to be had here, but it is a dark, dark not in the Gothic sense of dark, but there's a dark in the sense of death obsessed and completely banal. Again, think of this move from the spirit and this idea of the afterlife into an increasing corpality in the body, and now it's just a total dismissal of the body. It's completely dissolving into the earth. Death is permanent. Death is what this play is really about, arguably.